Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So glad to see you all on here already. We're climbing those numbers up. I'm Jerry Ziegenfuss calling in from sunny Florida, and I'm so happy to welcome all of you here to our Monday morning miracle call. I want to put a special shout out to our new people that are Zooming in. Just want to let you know it's a great way to start your week. We believe that after you hear the testimonials, you'll have a renewed hope in your outcome. We do, that's for sure. With that, you should know that we suggest that you wear the patches at least 1 month for every decade that you're alive. But with saying that, I'm going into my 5th year and I keep getting these miracles and I'm never going to stop. My husband and I will be doing this forever. But the key to all this is being consistent. That's really, really, really key. So you might want it to be going to your knee or something like that, and it's not going there, and you're thinking it's not working. Well, please know being consistent is the thing, because as one of our doctors says, you can't pick your fix. So as soon as you put it on, we know it's working. But when those stem cells start coming out in your body, they're the smartest cells in your body. And they're going to go to where your body is crying out there for help. So please know they're going to where you need it and they're going to help you. But with that, also, you need to be hydrating. And it's very important to have all this water that you need. And I always talk to my people about the water. And one of my customers called me, and this is something that I was surprised, because you're supposed to be drinking 50% of your body weight in ounces every day. And she thought she was. Well, what she did was she went and she actually took the ounces and measured it in her measuring cups. And then she realized she was not drinking enough water. So if that'll help some of you, maybe it will. But another thing I want to personally ask our newbies on this call, there's probably a lot of you out there. Hey, newbies, please, 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 please raise your hand. You're a valuable part of this family, and what you say could help somebody out there that's having the same problem, and it's very valuable. But just in case you don't know how to raise your hand, at the bottom of your screen, there's a reaction button. Just go down there and raise your hand. And if you'd be so kind, leave it up while you're talking. That places you at the top of the screen so I can see you, but also then everybody can see you talking, and it helps with people listening in. Just, a tip that we'd like your hand to be up there. And if you're on your phone, I know when I'm on my phone, I have to keep hitting the screen to bring it up. And I know the iPad's a little bit different, but please raise your hand. And with that, while you're talking, we do like to stay compliant. And that means don't mention diseases. And a lot of people say, well, I don't know what a disease name is. Well, anything normally that has an itis on it is a disease. But if you talk in symptoms, that's what we know. Let us know how you were feeling. Let us know the patch you're wearing. Let us know your outcome after. And some people now, I've gotten this, is I don't know how to describe my problem. Well, just go to Google, put your problem in there, and a great explanation is going to be coming up. So along with that, we do have one more housekeeping rule. We like to limit the testimonials to like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And while you're doing that, because we have so many people and so many great stories that everybody can get to hear about and talk about. And normally the first 15 minutes was only X39 stories. But I want to let you all know that we are having so many great testimonials with Celergize. We now would like your testimonies on the X39 and the Celergize. So with that, do I have any hands up yet to start us going off this morning? If not, I have a new one I can talk about in the beginning. Oops, Cindy, go ahead. Please unmute. Let us hear your miracle.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Cindy from Maryland, and I want to talk about my 6-year-old grandson. He's had allergies all his life, and his skin broke out, and he itched and caused blood all around. And then it reached his face, and it really looked horrible. So for the last 4 years, we've been struggling with it. I started the patches in December. And in January, I started putting it on the back of his pajamas. And I took a picture of him. So he's been away from me all summer. And his skin was so clear. I took a picture of him. This is him. Can you see it?
Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah, we can.
That's him before, right? And his body was like this and bloody. And that was him just last week, just the other day, and how clear his skin stayed.
Yeah.
Stayed, you know.
It's even less puffy.
Yes, yes. Well, he was 3 years old in the other picture, 4 years old in the other picture.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
just been an ongoing problem. And even though he hasn't been around me and I haven't been able to patch him, his skin is still clear. So
Wow.
I'm so grateful. Yeah,
Wow, great testimony. That's great. And
thank
for
you.
that condition, just so you all know too, I used the X39 for my fur baby that was on a lot of medication for the allergies and no more medication. So yes, X39 is wonderful. So thank you so much, Cindy. And Elovat, you have your unmute. Do you have your person on a three-way for us?
I do. Okay, Miss
Great.
Paula.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I'm from Colorado Springs. And I've heard about the X39 for a couple of years, but when stem cell was mentioned, I just totally turned off and thought, that's a crazy thing. The first week, my brain fog was.
Oh no, we lost her.
Yeah. Do you know her
Okay.
testament? Because I was having a hard time
Okay.
understanding.
Yeah, I'm going to go because I was outside trying to connect her. I'm going to go in and call her again. I know a little bit of it, but I don't know it like she know it. So I'll jump back in a little bit, okay?
Okay, I'll call on you. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Tammy Lou, what's your story today?
Okay, well, I usually share my own story, which is quite lengthy, but I'm gonna actually share a testimony of a couple of people that I've signed up.
Okay.
I actually have been on the patches for about 5 years and have had wonderful results. I have been consistent. I drink water. There's a right way and a wrong way, I think, to do these patches. Sometimes not everybody agrees with me, but if you take care of yourself and stay consistently, drink your water, you'll get some wonderful, wonderful results. I signed up a customer probably about a month and a half ago, and she's very shy. She won't share her story, so I'm going to share it for her. She started X39 like the third day in. She had surgery, and they cut her from here to there, to the side of her neck. And it was all lumpy, and you could see it was sensitive. It was red. It was the third day in. She called me and she goes, I cannot believe I don't have those lumps on my scar, and it's not red anymore. And I said, well, if you're getting results like that right away, 3 days in, then I can't even imagine what it's going to have happen with you, 3 or 4 months down the road, because it's just going to. So she's on vacation this week, so I'm anxious to see how she looks when she comes back. And I just wanted to let you know that the healing, she's not on Cellulize yet, but she's ordered it and she'll be on it. But her healing, I mean, she's just healing so well. So I'm excited about that for her. So thank you for letting me share that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. And tell her it's only going to get better because believe it or not, my 98-year-old father had a scar from here down below his belly button many, many years ago from quadruple bypass. And, that was 25, 30 years ago. And then he started using the patches and the scar disappeared, even the ugly kegel and everything on it. So
yeah,
it's going to
she's
go away.
so excited. She's like, 3 days. I can't believe it. 3 days. So
well, you have somebody there to help her. Yeah, you can all go spread it to the world.
Absolutely. That's why I wanted to share her story, because she'll never share. She's too shy. She'll never share it. So I wanted to share that. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. Dushenko, please unmute and come on in.
Thank you. So Cindy talking about her grandson reminded me that my son has been using X39 ever since last December. He's 8 years old. And I just thought the patches were just for grown-ups. That's what it says, 18 and older. And then I heard other moms giving them to their kids. So I started giving them to my son. And there's no specific result that I can say, oh, he got this from using them. But I noticed he would very quickly be a demand for them. Mom, where's my patches? Mom, I need my patches. And he's been wearing them every day. And just this last week, he finished a ballet summer intensive where he was dancing 5 hours a day. And he had a performance at the end of that where he had a solo. And then the very next day, he had a Kung Fu demonstration. He hadn't been to Kung Fu for 2 weeks because he'd been doing ballet. And they had him go last because he did a broadsword form, which was the longest form of any of the people demonstrating. He's 8 years old, and he's the youngest kid in his studio to get a brown sash. And everybody just is amazed at his coordination and his memory. They said we show him something once and he has it down. We don't have to show it to him again. So I just wanted to
Yeah,
let people
that's
know patches are for everyone.
they are, and they've even been used younger, but you need to watch the child and everything. Just make sure that you're comfortable and you know what's going on. And we know our children the best. So yes, as long as there's parental help there, that's great. So thank you, Dashenko.
You're welcome.
Tammy Lou, please unmute. Or not. How about Gregory? Would you mind coming in until Tammy Lou unmutes?
Sure, be happy to. I was at a family barbecue, dinner, family barbecue 2 days ago, and my 5-year-old grandson was pulled in the chair next to me, and he grabbed the metal, outdoor chair, and he dragged it and dropped it on his toe, and I knew,
Oh,
man, and he just went, he lost it. Thank God it didn't break, it didn't cut, but big scrape, and he's just losing it. So I ran in the house and I got my little emergency kit and I grabbed out an Eon and I says, "Hey, can I put a magic Band-Aid on it?" "No." And I says, "Well, let me just put it nearby." So it was on his toes. So I put it, right on the upper pad of his foot. And almost instantly he stopped crying. And a couple minutes later he goes, "Those patches really work."
you have a believer at 5 years old, Gregory.
That
Wow.
was so good. That was so good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Ella Lovette, did you get your friend back on, Paula?
Yes, I did. I hope this works out. Okay, Miss Paula?
Yes. Okay, I've been hearing about the X39 for a couple of years, and I really didn't think anything about it. Finally, I decided to try it, and I had no expectations whatsoever. And the first week, it was absolutely incredible. I had so much brain fog and memory problems. I was really struggling, and that is completely gone. And
Wow.
the energy was just through the roof. And the second week, I was working on a dresser 2 years ago, and I never completed it because I have to get down on the floor and yada, yada, yada. I laughed out loud, truly laughed out loud, and talked to myself like, aren't you something? You're down on the ground. You're not in pain. So even if someone came to me and said, this is all you get, this is it, it's not going to work anymore, it would be fabulous, because these things have completely changed my life, and I will not be without the X39. It's incredible.
It is, and we're so happy for your results. I mean, you just keep on. Oh, you're on with Ella Lovette, but if you can tune into our Monday morning miracle call and just listen to everybody, there's so many amazing stories, and we're so happy with your results. That's amazing. So thank you for sharing.
Oh yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too.
Ella Lovette, do you have something else that you want to share?
No, no, I'll let you keep moving with the others. Thank you, though.
Okay, thank you. Mara Ava, would you like to unmute?
Hi.
Hi,
Oh, oh, hello. Thank you for hosting. I'm in the car, so can you hear me?
I can hear you. And if it's not real good, after a while, you might have to take the video off, but go ahead. Let's try. Um,
So, well, hear me?
we're not getting any results. Do you want to turn your video off and try? Okay,
Is
now
that
try it
better?
now. Oh, much better. Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So sorry about that. So brand partner of mine, he was doing some landscaping. He had like this metal hoe, but it was like rectangle, and he slipped and he fell and his hand went right into the middle.
Oh,
And he was working for a client of mine, and he came to me and said, Mara, I have a really big, you know, big major cut. We're talking probably it was like 4 inches. So I went and
wow.
got gauze. I recommended instead of doing stitches to get the steri strips like the butterfly things. I gauzed them up, and your hands bleed a lot. In any event, I can do now I can do other patches besides X39, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So it was on his hand, so on his palm. And so I said, go, get the butterfly strips, steri strips, whatever. Then you don't have to get, I used to do those with my kids versus stitches. In any event, I said, when you get home, put X39 and Eon on the top of your hand and see what happens. And within 3 days, and we're talking, it was 4 inches, it was deep. It completely healed over.
Wow.
So I'm not in shock because I've had so many of these stories. But it just blows me away. Just another testimony that I will be a life waiver forever. And so will
Yep.
he.
Thank you so much, Mara.
So,
Yeah, I think everybody on here is going to be a lifer. So yes, that's a good term.
yeah, thank you for
Thank you.
hosting.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Norma
you.
on the iPhone. Unmute. Come on in.
I'm not sure how to share this. I got inspired by Gregory this morning, the ER kit. Last night I had company over for dinner, and all of a sudden my arm went out. I got severely injured in both my arms. They got pulled out of the sockets where I almost, fell into the Pacific Ocean in San Francisco, boarding a yacht for a cruise. And yeah, my shoulders have never been the same since. And I know that the X39 will eventually get that all sorted out, but doctors say I have rotator cuff, this and that. And so that's not, and occasionally my arm will go out where there's extreme weakness, where I can't even lift. I couldn't lift my dinner plate, and I was going to head into, where we were having dinner. Ripped off my X39 off the back of my neck. And here it is toward the end of the day, 10 hours after I put it on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The strength returned, the pain left. I mean, within a minute. And I promise you that things like cuts and burns, I cut almost the whole fingertip off. Within a few days, it had encased in new skin. Burns, severe broiler burns, just literally in 2 days healed. It truly is a miracle of
Yep.
God's blessing through David's science for
Yes.
us humans who are, so divine, yet so vulnerable to
Right.
things like knives and burns. And I'm so thankful. So
Yeah. we're all the lucky recipients. It's just a
Oh.
major thing. Oh yeah. So
Thank
thank you
God.
so much. Apparently,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And oh, you didn't really say it, but you ripped it off your neck and you put it where you were hurting, right, Norma?
Oh, right in the epicenter. I call it the epicenter.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All righty. Thank you. Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Come on in. Unmute, please.
Hi there. I've been on X39 for about 6 weeks now and Celergized since the product launch. And I've had a fingernail bed that's been damaged since 2017. As a matter of fact, I don't have a lot of before pictures of it because it was something I was so embarrassed of. I would purposely hide my finger in pictures because this nail would actually float. It was not attached to the nail bed. It was only attached at the cuticle area. So I had to keep it cut really, really short. And I just noticed last week that the nail is actually reattached to the finger. It's probably at 90% now. There's no blackness, no greenness to it at all. And the nail is actually healing for the first time since 2017.
Yeah. And Tracy, if I may ask, because I have another bad toenail story from somebody too, and they just placed the patches behind the neck and the belly button. Is that how you did?
That's what I've been doing, or on my hand.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Because they'll go to where you need it the most. And that that nail was the thing you needed to get done first. So thanks for sharing, Tracy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ravel, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, Grand Rising. Welcome back from Europe, Jerry. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Wonderful shares today. Just quickly, we were kind of amazed by the energy level of one of the brand partners we're aligned with, and she was bouncing off the wall. Well, she just shared by text after taking Celergize for, well, she felt it immediately within the first couple of days, but after a week now, she said she mowed the front and back and fertilized and limed both. And she, by the way, she's had several over 12 brain injuries.
Oh, wow.
And her ankle didn't swell up and her knee is a little bit sore, but she said she went all day. And then one other thing about her husband, when he had some surgery, there was a chance of him going impotent, and I have approval to share this. But thanks to X39, there is no issues with that whatsoever. And it was strictly after X39. And so she was a little bit detailed, but I won't get into it without his.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I've heard some good results with X39 from that too. So thanks, Ravel.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Carolyn, come on in. Sorry.
Good morning. Boy, this is a great call. This is a big day for me because 3 years ago today, I met Robin and Gregory for the first time on a Zoom and I ordered my patches. I was desperate. I was scheduled for surgery. 6 weeks later, I had to have a thumb joint replaced for a third time. Long story, but decades of typing and space barring. I sailed through the whole process. I even wore X39 on the back of my neck during surgery. I wowed my surgeon because in 10 days I could type and drive and write with my dominant hand. And I also skipped my 3rd and 4th month of physical therapy. This is one of 4 surgeries I had already previously. So I knew that I was expecting 6 months of PT. I only had 2 months. And then 3.5 months in, I went to see my periodontist for a biopsy in my mouth for an autoimmune condition that had been plaguing me for, I don't know, years, maybe 4 years, lots of money. He jumped out of his chair and ran in to see his partner. And because I had no more autoimmune condition, there was nothing in my mouth to biopsy. And I had been wearing X39 on my jawline. And I do wear X39 every day right here, almost every day. And the biggest gift for me is feeling so confident that I am living by myself, living younger from the inside out. And I'm so grateful to everyone here in this community, to David and to the science. I'm a forever life waver.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us, Carolyn. Have a nice day. Thanks for sharing. iPhone, no name. Would you like to unmute and chime in? If
Is that
not,
X30? Is it have the X39 on the picture?
no, just iPhone.
That's me. It's Beck King Cortez. I have no internet and I love being on here live. This is such a great call, always. What I want to share is tagging on some other people talking. Can't remember names because I'm distracted with using my phone. But
okay.
What I would like to say very quickly is I remember I started November 22 and did not have any issues, kind of like Dr. Pena. I just wanted them for preventative. And day 3, I had a really taxing job at the time. And I woke up and I thought, I just had what I would call catching a wave of mojo with Jesus. And what I caught today listening is I wonder, and I'm so grateful because these sound like small things to get energy or motivation, but they're life-changing. And it made me better at everything I was doing. It still does to this day. And I'm thinking the motivation comes from all of a sudden having energy. You know, we condemn ourselves for not being motivated, And then I also wanted to ask the person that was mentioning that I think it was their son that was 8 that does ballet and karate.
Right.
Because I have clients who have young kids and I tell them what we all say. We don't have any proof or clinical studies, but it's use your own judgment. Could I ask if she puts on her 8-year-old for 12 hours? Does she share her leftover? And is it only X39? And where does she put it, please? And I appreciate everyone so much. I thank God for the patches, David Schmidt, and all of you.
Well, if you want to tune in to answer those questions, you can. But, you know, like I said, the parental guidance is really what we do, and we watch the child. So we'll go.
For me, it was because of this call that I started doing it, and that combined with an event that I went to in December where I met other moms. And I wear my patches. I just take off like half of the sticker, and then at night I put them on my son's pajamas, and he wears the patches that I've worn for 12 hours. He wears them all night.
Okay,
where do you put them on his pajamas? What part?
I put X39, X49, and glutathione usually on the waistband of his pajamas, so it'll be just by the belly. And then I put Eon and carnosine on the neck tag. I mean, I put it on the outside of the pajamas so that the sticky part is facing them.
Got it. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Jerry, I'm going to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I see we have 6 hands up and we have 2
know.
minutes left. So let's ask everybody, be very brief and no more new hands. We'll take her up. Then I have a few announcements for tonight.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I was watching. I know Jonna was the last one, but we're getting way down here. Okay. And Tracy, I know you already spoke. So we're down to 3 hands. So last 3. Stacy, please unmute and let us hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Also, on my 6-year-old granddaughter, we were out walking the other day, and all of a sudden she told her mom that she goes, I think I'm allergic to my dress. It's itching. So we got her back to the house. Her mom took the dress off, and she had a mosquito that came up the dress and it couldn't get out because the neckline was really high. So she had bug bites all over her. So she cleaned her up, got some rubbing alcohol, and then she came in and I asked her if she wanted some patches, and I explained like the glutathione and the Eon, and she's a really intelligent 6-year-old. So she told me yes. So I got them both, and I told her, okay, this is the glutathione. Where would you like it? And she just looked at me. She's never worn them before. And she said, I want it right here. So then I said, okay, here's the Eon, and this is what it does. And she goes, I want it right here. And she was fine. She was fine. She stopped itching, and she stopped looking like she was hurting. So I'm happy about that.
Thank you so much. Quick action. Great. Thank you. Lavelle or Maget, who's up?
Good morning. 2 quick stories. 2 of our brand partners been using the Celagides, and one lost 11 pounds in a month, and the other lost 16 pounds with their patches. I went to my doctor last week, and my story about using X39, X49, and SP6 to lower my blood sugar. So they did a urine test on me, and they said, Lavelle, there's no sugar in your blood. Oh my goodness. After a year of being consistent with X39, X49, and SP6, that is phenomenal.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. And being consistent is key. Okay, Jana, please, what do you have to share for us today?
Okay, well, I'll be really quick. I'll start with Celergize because I'm a homeopath. I take all kinds of supplements. I take just about everything in Celergize. There were like 2 little things that I didn't take. So I thought, well, do I really need it? And then I thought, well, I should try it, and tell my people about it. So I got it and I took it and my whole body started humming and with energy, which was totally phenomenal. It shocked me. So that's my little thing on that. And then some of you know that I put 3 patches on a sleep mask and I keep it by myself at bed under a pillow so it won't be activated unless I need it. And I needed it last night. I woke up and I had some severe pain in a wrist where I had an injury a while ago. And I put it on and in less than a minute, the pain was completely gone. So
Wow.
I really encourage people, Eon, Carnosine, and glutathione. They're magic too.
They are magic. Yes. Thank you so much. So, okay, thank you so much for getting with the time. And I have 2 X39s too. One, I have to share it because my son, who only did this and is only wearing it because mom says it's good. And he called me and he said that he's at the computer all day long and in the evening too. And he has the problem with your elbow that hurts real bad with the itis. And he finally went and he got up and got a new X39, put it on his elbow. And knowing the type of person he is, he went and he looked at his watch. He called me. He says, 8 minutes later, the pain was gone. He says, I wish I would have done that sooner. I says, this is ridiculous. So now he's a believer. And the other thing is I was really dumb with my hand and I took the skin off with bleach. It's a dumb story. And yeah, it's pretty bad. I went and I put an X39 in the middle of my palm. And guess what? A day later, it healed it. So that's my 2 for today.
Great.
So
Oh my God.
anyways, Gregory, off to you and Robin.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Wow, what a great way to start our week, isn't it? A great way to start our day. We love the Monday morning miracles, and the miracles happen every day. Every morning, Robin and I have to pinch ourselves because we know we're going to hear more miracles. Just wanted to make some announcements about tonight's call, but I want to share something with everyone real quick. If you haven't been watching your email, you're going to see something pop in this morning, which is a 1-week special, Get a Boost, enroll new brand partners with the advanced or premium enrollment kit, or upgrade people with the advanced and premium kit. I'm not going to go through all the details, but check out your email. And this is day 1. It's a 7-day promotion. It's over this coming Sunday. And this is a very exciting promotion that, everybody likes to know about and take advantage of. So that's one brief announcement I wanted to make. Robin, did you have a couple of things you wanted to share?
Well, yeah, I actually have to share a fun story. I went to Minnesota for the 50th anniversary of the Minnesota Frisbee Association, and that was my past, and I got to more details later, but I got so flattered when a 30-year-old was flirting with me. I'm still laughing about it. It was, and he knew I was 71, so it was very sweet. So we've got the
I knew I should have gone with her.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe the things he was saying to me. I haven't even repeated them to Gregory, but it was
True life confessions now on the air.
Yeah. And it was amazing being with my old friends. And so I want to talk tonight. We have a few new directors, and tomorrow night we have Dr. Velvet hosting Anne on our Power the Patch showcase. So that is the place to bring your guests. And I think that's what, was there anything else?
No, I'll just make a brief mention. We finally got all the bugs out of Live Younger 3.1, we'll call it. So if you go to liveyounger.com, you'll see a new first page. And we're very excited to finally have that back up. We launched it, well, let me say we prematurely launched it about a week and a half ago. And we had to take it back down, put the old one back up, but it's up now. So I just want to let everybody know. We've changed a few things on it, and we added the David Schmidt video in there. So I hope you like it. And I think that's it, Jerry. I just think you did a great job today. Thank you, everyone, for participating.
And yes, the patches are great for kids.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you'd like to unmute yourself, and we'll call this a wrap. Thanks, everyone.
What a great call. Woohoo!
Thanks,
Jerry.
Thank
Miracle.
you so much.
Yeah, bye.
Grateful.
Thank you.
Call,
you.
Jerry. Thanks,
Great.
Gregory and
Thank
April.
Great job.
Thank you. God
Have a
bless.
great week.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
God bless you
Bye.
all.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Bye-bye.
Robin,
Blessings to everybody. Blessings, blessings.
everyone.
Life
Excellent
grateful
call.
for life.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Be
Excellent.
So
life.
grateful. So grateful.
Bye.
Glory to God.
Bye.